quickly as we can.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
Brownsville, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40. Start your weekend off right with WNKY News 40 Sunrise. Feel Good Friday showcases stories that are sure to put a smile on your face. Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son.
Valentino. Born in Roma fragrances. Born in Roma Intense. Valentino.
Bowling Green, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us here for News 40 at noon. Today is Thursday, December 7th. I'm Tommy Modesto. I'm going to send it straight on over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of your forecast. Darius, how's it looking out there?
Well, Tommy, we got those clear blue skies overhead, all courtesy of high pressure. We take a look at our AAA systems live camera at Reservoir Hill, looking towards the WKU plant. You can see the clear blue skies overhead today, and temperatures running milder than the last couple of days. In fact, we already have those numbers into the 50s this hour. 54 in Bowling Green, 55 there into Simpson County, 55 as well into Russellville. Winds flowing in from the south and west, breezy out there, right around the 10 to 15 mile an hour range is where we're seeing most of those sustained wind speeds at this time. Clouds and radar not showing much in the way of clouds out there because of high pressure that's working to serve up that sunshine our way. But I am going to be tracking some changes to our world of weather. In fact, those changes arrive for the weekend. I'll be telling you more about those changes with your updated Futurecast, all coming up in my complete forecast, which is going to be coming up a little bit later in the show. But in the meantime, Tommy, I'll send it right back over to you.
Thank you, Darius. It's now time for our top story, as today marks the first day of Hanukkah, and Governor Andy Beshear is coming together with leaders of Kentucky's Jewish community to kick it off. At 2 p.m. this afternoon, the governor will join Kentucky's Jewish leaders for a menorah lighting ceremony in the rotunda of the state capitol. This isn't the first year our governor has honored the holiday, last year stating that the capitol is the people's house and that he wishes all who celebrate peace, love, light, and joy this holiday season. And if you're looking to learn more about the holiday or celebrate Hanukkah with your community, Hope in Messiah has the event for you. On Saturday, December 9th at 4 p.m., you can swing by the Hope in Messiah to celebrate Hanukkah with your community. There will be music, food, and menorah lighting, and a chance for you to learn and hear about the Hanukkah story. For more information on this event, you can call this organization at 270-303-9410. And we stay in the holiday spirit, where you can reveal at the beautiful lights of downtown Bowling Green while getting in a bike ride as well. Tonight, starting at 5:30 p.m., Bike Walk BG is hosting Light Up WNKY Night Ride. You can celebrate the season with a family-friendly community bike ride in and around the downtown area. If you want to register tonight, you can arrive at Fountain Square Park early to get yourself a spot. This event is open to anyone who wants to participate and take a moving tour of our city's spectacular twinkling lights. And one local business is keeping up the holiday spirit by partnering with Barron River Area Safe Space to bring goods to those in need. Club Pilates kicks off their Pilates with a purpose drive tonight, bringing the gift of cozy to women who need it most. From now until December 23rd, you can bring skincare, hair care, socks, or pajamas to the business. All proceeds will go to Brass, who provides emergency shelter and support services to victims of domestic violence and their children. And while you are spending time with your family this holiday season, it's always a great opportunity to make some memories by taking pictures with Santa Claus. One local organization is giving the community a free way to meet Santa himself. The Community Action of Southern Kentucky is going above and beyond by spreading the Christmas joy to children and families who may need help this holiday season.
But you still want that. You still want that experience. You still want that memory. So all I'm trying to do is take a barrier away. So if I can get you to come in, spend a little bit of time, drink some hot chocolate, get a little hugs, get a little love from Santa Claus.
These are free photos, and they are more than a reason just to make children smile. It also gives families that aren't able to take pictures with Santa at a regular price the chance to make a memory that will last a lifetime. And we look to the Fairview Community Health Center, who's continuing to try and bring holiday cheer to South Central Kentucky. From now until December 15th, you can drop off hats, gloves, scarves, socks, and ear warmers to the health center. Their goal is to donate to a nonprofit to help those in need of shielding themselves from the cold temperatures this wintertime. You can bring donations to their clinic at 225 Natchez Trace Avenue. The center says to ask for asking the community health workers that they'll collect your donation. For any other questions, you can call them at 270-783-3573. And the holidays are a time that many families come together, so it may be kind of convenient to now ask some health questions. Though it might be difficult to do, asking about medical history is something that we should all be mindful of, whether it be high blood pressure, cancer, or severe allergies. When sitting around the table, as the old saying goes, it's better to be safe rather than sorry. So maybe consider just asking a few questions, especially if you notice something going on with your health. A genetic counselor with the University of Kentucky said he feels like it's not something discussed enough.
Trying your hardest to have a candid conversation, a non-judgmental conversation, to say, right, I just want to know, if not for, your own health, but for my own health and maybe my children's health or other people in the family.
Goski said he sees people day in and day out with cancer diagnoses who said they had no idea it ran in their family. The counselor said with how far medicine has come now, things like genetic testing might be something that you want to look into. And within the last few months, a homeless encampment was cleared out of a site near Lambkin Park and the Soki Fairgrounds. But now some of those people have semi-permanent homes off of the streets. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey spoke with the Warren County Sheriff's Office along with Life Skills to see how their partnership is working to solve the issue.
People who have fallen on hard times often end up on the streets. In many cases, this is through no fault of their own, with many of them working a stable job. For others, struggles with mental illness and addiction can make it very difficult to cope with life.
Not everybody who is living unsheltered right now wants to be sheltered. That's kind of the belief that people see them and think, oh, they just don't have a home. But we have worked with several of these encampments and trying to find some of these folks shelter. They just would rather not. They tell us that they would rather live the way they're living.
Because of this, the Warren County Sheriff's Department has been working with Life Skills in order to better serve the unhoused populations of Warren County and to at least let them know that assistance and resources are available.
We have a partnership with Life Skills, and we have one of their therapists come out with us, and we meet with them when we talk to them, and we try to offer different ways that we would give assistance, try to help them get out of the wet and the cold and the weather that they might be in.
Life Skills offers their own set of services to unhoused persons, but they also work with other groups in the area to help connect individuals with the services they most need at the point of contact.
Our goal is always to get people housed. Life Skills has a housing first model, meaning that the person does not have to be in services. They don't have to be receiving Life Skills services to get help from our housing team. They don't have to be working with a therapist. They don't have to be working with a case manager. It is all about getting them from the streets into a home.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
Warren County Stormwater is about to embark on a large waterway restoration project at Romanza Johnson Park. The project will see the area receive more infrastructure for those who love the outdoors. It includes a physical place to launch kayaks. The project will also see a large ford in the river removed, as the river itself will be physically lifted.
We're adding a handicap accessible walkway to the field out there so everybody can enjoy the park and enjoy the creek. There are going to be 2 access points to get down to the creek that are going to be stairs so people can get down there and play in the water.
The construction may start as early as Tuesday, but the hope is that it will be finished enough for kayakers and others to return to the area and use it during the spring and summer time. And coming up next on News 40 at noon, we'll see how the Muhammad Ali International Airport in Louisville had a record-breaking year and why they say they're expecting to see more changes in the future.
And speaking of changes, the focus of the weekend forecast is the changes that we'll be tracking. That just ahead after your Money Watch report.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
My husband and I have never been more active.
Shingles doesn't care.
I go to spin classes with my coworkers.
Good for you. Shingles doesn't care. Because no matter how healthy you feel, your risk of shingles sharply increases after age 50. But Shingrix protects. Proven over 90% effective, Shingrix is a vaccine used to prevent shingles in adults 50 years and older. Shingrix does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients or to a previous dose. An increased risk of Guillain-Barré syndrome was observed after getting Shingrix. Fainting can also happen. The most common side effects are pain, redness and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, tiredness, headache, shivering, fever, and upset stomach. Shingles doesn't care, but Shingrix protects. Shingrix is now $0 for almost everyone. Ask your doctor about Shingrix today.
This year, let Ford make the holidays bright and bring everyone together. Go over any type of terrain with Ford Bronco Sport.
How's the weather?
All good.
And the confidence of GOAT modes. And the versatile Ford Explorer with available seating for 7. And with power on demand in the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning, well, that's how Ford is making the holidays bright. See your Ford dealer today during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event.
This thing was an event that took place on a dairy farm, and it was not my after-prom party. Tune in for my new game show, Person, Place, or Thing.
Is this Woodstock?
Hopscotch. Someone came to play. It'll have you guessing along at home. One of the founding fathers of the Rat Pack.
Oh, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah! Get your guess on. You just won $5,000.
On WNKY, NBC 40. WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
U.S. companies scaled back hiring in November, adding only 103,000 people to payrolls. That's according to paycheck company ADP. The figures are evidence of a cooling labor market, which could help tamp down inflation. Tomorrow, the Labor Department will release a more comprehensive jobs report for November. ChatGPT has a new competitor. Google has launched its new artificial intelligence model, Gemini. The company says it understands more and with a greater degree of nuance compared to Google's prior technology. Customers who use Google's chatbot Bard and Pixel 8 Pro smartphones will get to try out a less sophisticated version of Gemini immediately. A more advanced version will roll out early next year and eventually to Google's search engine. And Taylor Swift is Time Magazine's Person of the Year. The Karma singer is featured on 3 versions of the magazine cover, including one with her cat, Benjamin Button. Swift's Eras Tour is on track to become the highest-grossing concert tour of all time, and it's even credited with boosting economies in some of the areas where she's performed. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Tens of thousands of people who owe student loans are now getting off the hook. On Wednesday, President Biden announced nearly $5 billion are earmarked for student debt cancellation for more than 80,000 borrowers. Biden said the money would help teachers, members of the military, nurses, and other public service workers. Biden's announcement brings the total of debt cancellation to $132 billion for more than 3.6 million borrowers to date. For more information, go to studentaid.gov. And back here in Kentucky, the Muhammad Ali International Airport in Louisville has an exponential growth this year, and it's only expected to continue. Madison Elliott has the details.
The airport is taking off as growth continues to elevate what it has to offer.
Louisville Muhammad Ali's International Airport has really soared to new heights, becoming the fastest growing airport in the continental United States. That is tremendous news.
On Wednesday, during an economic update forum hosted by GLI, leaders from the airport say 2023 is a record-breaking year.
A previous record was back in 2019, and 2023 we're planning to see over 2.3 million passengers. Previous record was around 1.9 million passengers.
GLI leaders say there are a few reasons for this.
So it's driven by both business demand and tourism. We've seen an influx, and one of the reasons that the number of direct flights has increased is through the growth of the ultra low-cost carriers. So Breeze, Spirit, Allegiant, others.
This growth at the airport translates into growth for the region.
The more competitive that market becomes, and so the fact that Louisville is the fastest growing airport in the country, I think, helps solidify us and helps the growth of the overall regional economy.
To keep up with that momentum, the airport will see more updates in its future. Now that baggage claim construction is finished, the next phase will focus on the rental car counters and security checkpoints.
So we've actually used part of the food court area to put a smaller version of a checkpoint lane, and then we cut the exit lane in half and put a 6th lane there. So technically we have 7 lanes worth of equipment in an area set for 5, and our expansion will allow us to have 10 lanes. So we are planning for now and for the future for that growth.
All right, let's bring in meteorologist Darius Mack now for a full check of our forecast. And Darius, a lot of people are traveling. It's the Christmas season. We just saw Louisville really growing with their airport,
yeah,
but it
lots
looks
of
like
changes there.
It looks like this weekend may not be a great weekend to start traveling.
Yeah, because we are going to be watching for a weekend system. That's been the focus of the forecast pretty much all week, Tommy. But today is just fantastic. I mean, we got sunshine and temperatures are pretty mild out there as well. Take a look at clouds and radar. We don't have much in the way of clouds today. That's all associated with an area of high pressure that's working to serve up sunny skies and also serving up a milder feel for us as well with those winds that are kicking in from the south and west. Live view of downtown Bowling Green this hour, courtesy of the AAA Systems Reservoir Hill camera, the only live camera in downtown Bowling Green. And you're able to see it here on News 40. We got those clear blue skies out there. It's a pretty beautiful view. As far as the temperatures go at the Bowling Green Regional Airport, we're already at 56 degrees right now with the south breeze at 14 miles an hour. That's helping to really warm things up nicely this afternoon. And as far as the temperature spread goes, we generally have those numbers into the middle and upper 50s out there across the area. Here are the current winds, and again, it's breezy out there from the south and west, right around the 10 to 15 mile an hour range is where we're seeing most of those sustained wind speeds, all moving around this area of high pressure. Watching this system towards the north and west, what that's going to do is it's going to work its way across our world of weather, and that's going to be bringing some changes that drop in, especially as we go between Saturday, late Saturday especially, and into early Sunday. That's going to be with a strong cold front that's going to bring windy weather ahead of it and even some rain and perhaps thunder, and leave behind it sharply cooler temperatures, and maybe perhaps, if there's enough moisture around, we could see a touch of some wintry stuff on the backside of this. So it's a possibility. As far as how much rainfall we can expect, right around 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, especially along the Cumberland Parkway and places south. Check out Gustcast. I did mention it's going to be pretty windy. We're expecting those gusts to approach near 30, 35 plus miles an hour as early as Saturday morning. And even without rain, this system is looking quite windy for us, so we're expecting gusty winds early into the day for your Saturday, and that will continue throughout your Saturday afternoon as well. Let's help you plan out the rest of your evening with your communities in view with Futurecast. Temperatures into the upper 50s. Wouldn't surprise me for some areas to actually reach 60 degrees today with a blast of sunshine. We go later through this evening, temperatures dropping down into the 40s. Let's walk you through Friday. We start off early into Friday morning, numbers in the 40s, clouds increasing as we go throughout the day. This will be ahead of some shower chances that will arrive. And it looks like those shower chances, latest timing, late Friday into Saturday morning. It looks like right around midnight is when we could be seeing those spotty to scattered rain chances that will arrive for us. And temperatures will be relatively mild as well early into your Saturday morning. Here's that 7-day forecast. Saturday and Sunday are the days to watch as we're tracking rain and then also that drop in temperatures into Sunday. Now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
It's the winning season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win cash or free play with nightly drawings December 25th through the 31st. Bring home the jolly this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Visit themintgaming.com for more details.
Valentino. Born in Roma fragrances. Born in Roma intense. Valentino.
Hello, I'm Phil Sanders, and I'm the speaker on In Search of the Lord's Way. I'm here each week with a Bible-based message relevant to these troubling times. We're here through the generous support of several churches of Christ in this area, and they'd love to have you visit them and attend their Bible classes and worship assemblies. Please, won't you join us this week?
Join Phil Sanders in Search of the Lord's Way.
At Horizon Pace, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon Pace is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
Sundays are for football. WNKY 40 is your go-to for the NFL. Watch games all day on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
Anyone can be Santa with Toys for Tots. Make an impact this holiday season by donating a new unwrapped gift at WNKY News 40 on Chestnut. Together, South Central Kentucky and Toys for Tots can make every child's Christmas brighter this year.
What do you got on your list?
MeTV is making a list, and you can check it twice. Go to MeTV.com for the full list of our very merry MeTV holiday programming.
Happy holidays from WNKY MeTV 40.
The Girard name is associated with many Fountain Square area locations in downtown Bowling Green. The Girard Bradshaw building was just featured on the Landmark Association's Christmas on College Hill tour. Here with more stories about the building is News 40's Talia Butler for this week's Throwback Thursday.
This week's Throwback Thursday story was inspired by the Landmark Association of Bowling Green. The association shared stories of the homes and businesses on its Christmas on College Hill tour last weekend, and one of the spaces mentioned is a familiar College Street building. The Girard Bradshaw building at 943 College Street is nearly 200 years old and has been featured for the past several years on the Unseen Bowling Green Downtown Walking Tour every fall. Built just after 1850 by John Claude Girard, the structure on the corner of 10th and College has a storied past as a funeral home for over a century. John Claude Girard was a furniture and cabinet maker whose skills in coffin building became critical to the city around the Civil War in the 1860s. Anyone who's taken the Unseen Bowling Green Downtown tour over the past 5 years may remember the macabre and ghostly story told about the unique pulley system the Girards established on the building's second floor that allowed coffins to easily be removed from its second-story window and laid into a funeral carriage sitting on the street at ground level. The unseen stories say staff have been known to hear what sounds like coffins or bodies being moved across the second floor at the current Bradshaw Attorney Office that inhabits the space. According to the Landmark Association, John Claude Girard opened his woodworking shop in 1843 as a furniture maker, but soon became the only undertaker operating in the city for many years. The need for coffins became so crucial during the Civil War that the city had to open another cemetery, now Fairview Cemetery. This building is just a couple blocks away from the Presbyterian Church that we have shared stories about too, which operated as a Civil War hospital. The Gerards operated the undertaking business until selling it to J.C. Kirby and family in 1989, having operated for over a century. The Gerard name is associated with many buildings and even modern businesses in the Fountain Square area, like the home of current-day Gerard's 1907 Tavern Restaurant and the former Gerard Hotel on Park Row. The law offices of Pamela C. Bratcher currently operate in the Gerard Bratcher building. That's it, brought to you by the Kentucky Museum. In Bowling Green, because local matters. Talia Butler, WNKY News 40.
When we come back, we'll have your pet of the day and a final check of your forecast. Stick with us.
Because I have both Medicaid and Medicare, I got a special Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare. It's called DSNP. That's DSNP. And it stands for Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. My grandson, it's my boy.
Hey, Grandma.
And a WellCare DSNP comes with a whole lot of these. As in, WellCare gives me benefits I can use every day, and real human support, and answers I can understand. And I get benefits like $0 copays on prescriptions, and a WellCare Spendables debit card to pay for things like dental, utilities, and groceries. I can even use it to pay at the pump for gas. And that means a WellCare DSNP provides what I need when I need it. And that gives me the confidence I need to get through every day.
The coverage you need and more. Call today or visit wellcareyes.com to see if you qualify for more benefits.
Ho, ho, ho! Time to go to Hobbytown. Hobbytown has teamed up with Horizon Hobby to bring you some spectacular radio control gifts this holiday season. Choose from a large selection of action-packed models from the best brands for adventures you can have right at home. Everything you need is in one box. Easy to buy, easy to give. Find RC to put under the tree at Hobbytown. 2345 Russellville Road.
Hey, my name's Tyler Hood. I'm going to be in your house this week.
Join us for possums, guitars, and PBRs this week on Marquee Backstage.
I'm Ashley Wilson. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on News 40 Sunrise. Find out how you can have a yummy treat and meet your new furry forever friend in the inaugural Kitties and Ice Cream. Plus, put a smile on your face with this week's Feel Good Friday. These stories on News 40 Sunrise.
Time now for your pet of the day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. I'm here at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society with Mr. Oakley. Oakley is a pit mix. He is super adorable, has the most beautiful eyes, and so far hanging out with him, he's full of energy, very treat driven. He loves treats, loves to play as well. He's full of energy, might be a little too energetic for small children, but be sure to stop by and help Oakley find a new forever home to go to. Oakley, so sociable. Big smiles, wagging his tail there, and just full of energy.
Very friendly boy.
Very friendly.
You can tell, and treat-driven, just like, most of us. Well, if you're looking to add a new addition to your family this holiday season, be sure to adopt Oakley today from the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society. And Darius, I want to show you something here real quick. Santa Claus has brought a new meaning to the word sleeping with the fishes.
Oh.
Here he is over at the SeaWorld Aquarium in Western Germany in the city of Oberhausen yesterday. Santa Claus took a little dive.
Took a little dive and underwater there with, I guess, who is that next to him?
I am unsure who else that is, but Santa Claus, Santa Claus just having a great time diving with the fishes. I'm not sure if he could have taken the fishes Christmas's wish, maybe what they want, maybe some food. But
that makes me think of the song Santa's Coming Tonight. You know that song, Santa?
From SpongeBob.
Yeah, when he goes underwater. So anyway, he went under.
I suppose.
He took a dive.
But it looks like we're going to get some water falling from the sky coming this weekend, and a lot of it.
We could see a lot of rain this weekend, and also windy conditions. The big story is, though, the drastic temperature swing between Saturday and Sunday. Highs in the 60s on Saturday, highs in the 40s on Sunday. Lows Sunday night down into the 20s with the potential for a touch of some wintry weather. Nothing to bring any impacts, of course, but we could see some flying flakes.
All right, well, thank you, Darius, and thank you all for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow and later tonight for News 40 at 5, 6, and 10 p.m.
My husband and I have never been more active.
Shingles doesn't care.
I go to spin classes with my coworkers.
Good for you. Shingles doesn't care. Because no matter how healthy you feel, your risk of shingles sharply increases after age 50. But Shingrix protects. Proven over 90% effective, Shingrix is a vaccine used to prevent shingles in adults 50 years and older. Shingrix does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients or to a previous dose. An increased risk of Guillain-Barré syndrome was observed after getting Shingrix. Fainting can also happen. The most common side effects are pain, redness and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, tiredness, headache, shivering, fever, and upset stomach. Shingles doesn't care, but Shingrix protects. Shingrix is now $0 for almost everyone. Ask your doctor about Shingrix today.
Name something an elf might get teased about.
A bald head, Steve.
Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40. WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
He's a very abusive person.
Probably one of the most evil human beings I have ever met.
He hit me. He was like this.
That is not what you told the police.
My dear.
Not my dear. How about your honor?
Hot bench. Judge Rachel Juarez. Judge Michael Corriero. Judge Jodit Tewalde. 3 judges, 3 opinions, 1 verdict. This is Hot Bench.
Your Honor, this is case number 83 on calendar, Rossi versus Temin.
Thank you, Officer Montano. You, Mr. Rossi, and Mr. Temin had a relationship as tenant.
Correct.
And
subtenant.
You were the sublessor and you were the sublessee.
Correct.
Right? You were renting the place from someone else. You sublet it, part of it, to the defendant, and you had a